Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been gone for a while. I did film for last month, but the footage didn't come out right. So we're going to start by going back through June and just showing you how I filled it out a little bit, how I put the pictures in, and just kept track of things. I did a lot of pictures for some reason, and then my habit trackers that I added in after I filmed the other video. July was black and white and flamingos. You can see a cute picture of my hamster there. Did some trackers, and then I didn't really do a very good job of keeping up with anything, so I didn't even finish drawing out the month. Moving on to August, I did a bit of a wilderness and camping in the mountains theme. Just seemed very summer in August to me. I would really like to go camping, but I have not made it yet. Not even sure if things are open for me to go camping right now, but so I brought it with me. Brought it home in my journal. I started out with doing some mountains in the background, and then I drew some trees, added a couple different green colors to it, and also a black night sky and a little tent, which I will put some stars and moons in the sky and also color the tent purple. So now I'm doing my usual outlining of things, and I'm also going to add in some extra decoration on the mountains to make them look more mountainous. I saw this really cool design for the mountains on Instagram, and I don't know, made it seem attainable for me to actually draw a mountain, but I drew like lines in the back of it to give it shadowing. And then I took my white gel pen and added a little snow cap to it. After that, I drew the nighttime sky with a metallic brush pen and then also a metallic gel pen. And then I'm gonna just add in the word August on the mountains with the same brush pen. And then I realized you couldn't really see it that well, so I decided to outline it. So this next page is my usual 2-page calendar spread. These little moons on the side here are my trackers for my social media. I'm coloring them in with the black to like make them more of a waxing or waning moon. But you'll see later that that was kind of unnecessary because I go a little off the deep end on this page. So as I'm coloring in the stuff on the bottom here, I was trying to figure out how I would make the background similar to the background on the front that was black with the stars and moons. And I realized that the tree on the right side goes out further than the calendar, so I couldn't make it, an even just black square. So what I ended up doing was starting to color that black square, realizing it wouldn't look right, and then I colored the entire 2 pages in black. You'll see. I mean, I'm not mad at it, it just took a long time. So you see that it didn't really matter that I colored in the small black parts on the moon's trackers, because I ended up coloring everything in black, and you can't tell that I did that to begin with, so that was a waste of time, but that's fine. So I went around everything and made little stars just to decorate the entire 2 pages, and then I wrote down the days with the gold gel pen. I also forgot to mention that because this month starts on a Saturday and I didn't want to have one square all by itself on the top of the right page for just the first of the month, I ended up deciding to just start everything on Saturday. So my entire calendar starts on Saturday, and my weekly layouts will start on Saturday as well. But it actually really works out, and I might continue to do that, just start everything on the day of the month and not have any weird shapes. So the next 2-page spread, I usually have this spread in here. It's my faves and memory pages that I borrowed from Dark Sunlight, who's also a YouTuber, and she's amazing and you should check her out. But I did it a little bit differently this time because I usually do it like her and I write the month in the middle of the page, but then I have to work my pictures around it. So instead this time I just decided to write everything at the bottom of the page, and then I did a cute moon design at the top so that I had just a blank space to do whatever I wanted with and not restrict myself so much. You'll see I went back in with the gel pen and added a little bit of detail to the moons as well here. You gotta be careful. I did get up at some point and stick it in front of the fan because the gel pen takes a little while to dry. This next page is my trackers for the month, or are my trackers for the month. Excuse my proper English. I have just some things I want to track, like making sure I'm doing my skincare routine and remembering which day I did the cat box so that I remember to do it the same day next week, because what does time mean anymore? I don't know. Days all look the same. This next page was just sort of an extra page I had to figure out what to do with, and what I decided to do was make sort of brain dump page for my social medias with any ideas I have for it or what I've posted or whatnot. I haven't decided yet. I've never done it before, but we'll see how that goes. I might like it and keep it. And now finally we're to the weekly layouts. I did some angular long boxes for the days of the week. Thought they came out kind of cool. And then I'm gonna do something real fun. So what we're doing this month is a Dutch door. I counted out how many pages I would need for the whole month, and then I very carefully, because I didn't want to ruin the binding, trimmed out the bottom part of all of those pages, and then I kept them in the back of the book so that I could use them in case I make any mistakes. I can just trim off a piece and glue it to the paper to cover the mistake. You can't really use gel pens and whiteout on these particular pages because they're sort of an off-white and not really a true white, so that'll come in useful later, I'm sure. Then I had to freehand my drawing, which I don't usually do on camera for you guys because it takes me a long time, but most of the things that I drew on the bottom of these 2 pages are things that I drew and colored throughout the book, so I kind of had a good system for drawing them, everything but the mountains. But I decided to bring everything from that first initial page over to the bottom here, and I did the mountains and the night sky on one side, and then I'll be doing the bottom of the mountains, the trees, and the tent. So I sort of just split the entry page in circle into two pieces so that I could have them throughout the rest of the book. And that's why I did the Dutch doors, because I didn't want to draw this on the bottom of every single page, but I thought it would be really cute if those pictures just stayed with me throughout the month. Alright, so while I was just immediately outlining all of the days, I wasn't thinking about where I was going to put the numbers or the days, but I made it work, and I'll fix it for the rest of the month because I didn't make the rest of them ahead of time. But I just, wrote the numbers in gold brush pen and then wrote in the day really small. And then on the other page, I wrote, "Nature is healing." I wanted some sort of cute nature quote, but honestly, there wasn't enough space for it. And nature is healing, so it wasn't a lie. But that is all. Now I go back to the front of the book. I write in the month like I always do with the colors that I used for the month. And now we'll do one more walkthrough. While we're doing that, I just want to say thank you for watching my video, for watching any of my videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Get people into bullet journaling. It's a lot of fun. And I keep forgetting to tell you guys that I know that I'm not a great artist like other bullet journalers on YouTube, but I do it to show you guys that you don't have to be perfect to still enjoy doing it. But that's it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.